This video will discuss a little bit about adding windows and doors to your apartment project. Here's what it should look like. This is from the textbook. You'll be placing your windows in these locations, and here are the 4 doors that we're going to add to this project along with 2 passages. We're going to open up our CAD Sim website file. You've been working on it yourself. So you have your own project if you want to continue with your project, but sometimes this is helpful to reset. It's a 2023 model, and we'll go ahead and get it to load, and it gives for us a blank new start in case we made mistakes in previous models. And we're going to be adding doors and windows. Doors reside up the top under architecture, as do windows. A door is a component that needs a host, and the host is usually a wall. We can take one, we'll add a door. It's the single flush that is being sought in your project. We're going to go ahead and load the single flush, and we're going to add it here. And a couple things about doors. The book advises that you just set them down and then you come back, and you can work with the blue dimensions to give it a placement. And we will add that first placement. We can alter the placement here, and they want it to come off the wall. 2 feet. And one quick trick you can do to save time is you don't have to put in the feet and inches. You can just have a space. First number is always taken, so this made a move. Had this come in a different space, I could always change the swing with these arrows. Go back. I could turn this inside or outside if I wanted to do that. Handy. Put it back where we need it to be. And so we're going to go ahead and locate the doors that we need for the other parts of the project. If we need a new door, an example could be the exterior door. We can look for them with our existing file, and I do not see anything like that. So it's important for me to be able to go to the, let's lift up this Insert tab and go find the Load Autodesk family from the library. This will take me to the cloud, and the cloud will open all results. And so I can choose from anything on this list. And we're going to go to doors. We are going to go to residential. And we can find the exterior single entry. The door that I am looking for is a single 2-light. And not every time that you open this that it seems like it has all the parts. So this time, and we'll go to Load Family in the Insert tab, Autodesk Load Family. And the first one is empty, but we're going to go to the second one, Load Autodesk Family. This will take me to all the doors. First thing you open, you'll see some. First time you open it, if you haven't been working in it, you'll see everything that you might need. We'll go to doors. We'll go to residential. And we're going to look for our interior doors. This time I'm looking for the exterior single entry. I can't quite find what I need. And sometimes this happens. I'll just take what I can get. Okay, and then I could take what I get, but then I went back. I did find it once, the last time I did it. So I'm going back to the doors, and I'm going to search to see if it may in fact be in this mask category, and I do see it. There's door, exterior, 2 lights. Okay, so I guess because maybe it's shared with commercial. Okay, and I got it, and now I can find it's the 48 by 96. And there it is, the big door. I guess so I can get my couch in. And now I can I have added it. I'm going to go to my architecture. Let's lift this up a little so you can see the architecture doors. And the most recent ad, right now it's showing up, but if you ever look down here, you'll find your most recent ads. So I'm going to click that in there. Uh, that is not door number 2. So that's going to be door number 4. So I have yet to add these 2 doors. Just to get this all in on the video, I'm kind of jumping ahead. But let's go ahead and add the rest of these. This is a bathroom door, and then we're going to add our architecture door. Go find the ones that belong. One there, make sure it sets in, and then one there. And then I'm going to go back to my modify tool to adjust these. Okay, I've added the other doors, and I'm going to do a little, there. Okay, so I've added the other doors. You can see 3, 4. Sometimes you have to force edit. Like the numbers might be different depending on how you place them and how the author of the book places them. If you ever have to change them, you can come in here and you can change it to respond to the door that you need it to be. Okay, so that's one thing you can do. Then the next thing that we're going to cover are these openings that take place. Openings are a component, but they're also something that we might have to load. So let's go load Autodesk Family. You'd think they'd be a door, but they actually are their own thing, and they are called openings. Openings. Okay. And we're going to do the passage open case. I'm going to load that. Once we have that, we can go to component, architecture, component, open case. We do have to make a modification because our openings are going to be a little bit larger. And there's also other options you can do to it. But let's take this and let's go to edit type. And we're going to make sure we do a duplicate, because if we don't make any changes up here with the duplicate, we're going to mess up our filing system. So we're going to put it at 48. I'm going to take out this little nomenclature and say OK. Now I've only changed the name. I still have to go in and change the width. So we're going to go to width. We won't change anything on the trim. It'll be 4 feet. Let's apply. OK. And now when I do my recessed opening, I'm going to go ahead and go to architecture component, choose the opening, place one here. Placing them here, and then I'm going to use my modify tool to make sure that these are all going to be lined up in the right value. It looks like it's 5 feet. Do you have trouble reading some of these? Some of the directions I had trouble reading. I had to come back and do it twice. So I guess that's par for the course. There, I've done it. I have 2 openings. Each door is accounted for. One thing before I leave this section is I stare very hard at my floor plan to make sure that my doors are the correct doors and that my number placements are correct. Move on to the windows. Window tool lies in the architecture tab. We can go to windows. We're going to go try our fixed 24 by 48. See what kind of windows we have. 4 by 48. Looks like the first one in the first place they want us to put them in is here. Okay, so this is to the inside. We have this, and now I just set it down, and now I'm going to place it. And this will be our guiding dimensions, 3 foot 9 inches away from that wall. That gives us another 3.9 at this end, so it looks like they wanted us to square that up. This is our tag that was given when we put in the window, and I should explain the tags more importantly. Let's do another one. Looks like the same window goes over here in what's going to become the bathroom. We'll put in window, the last one chosen. But here's something that you want to be sure that this button, tag on placement, is pressed so that you'll get the instant tag that goes with it. If you don't get the tag, you won't have that. Place it, do my modify, go in there, and it looks like it's 4.0 from this wall, 4 space 0, enter, and it looks like it took care of that. Okay, I've gone ahead and added a few of these. I see one I made a mistake because when I come back to proofread, make sure all the tags, I see I have the wrong kind of window. So I'll delete that. And we're gonna, I usually skip ahead. If I need a component that I've used before, I'll go ahead and click on it, and it'll come up, and that way I can use it quickly. It's the 48 by 48. I will add that. Let's go get our. Okay, so I added the second window in using this one as a template. And when I click on it, if I go to modify, that helps me to see quickly what window was actually used. Then I'll click the house button to get me to this 3D vision to see if I have. I also checked in 3D. I can see I've got a double window, which is very odd. I didn't think AutoCAD would allow that. So in 3D, I can check if things turned out correctly. I have my passages, and it looks okay for now. Only a careful edit will really show. So that's where my checklist comes in. If I have one, I can go through and make sure that all the component parts. So I hope this helps. This was assignment 4.5.